We got Bill Haney on the show. Let's give Dollar Bill a round of applause.
Hey, listen. Thank you, Coach Malachi. Shout out to True Media Sports. You know what I mean? If it ain't true, what you gonna do? I'm gonna show up here because I know it's True Media Sports, and I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna always answer the question and answer to the bill. Thank you, Coach, for doing what you're doing and having the platform.
Yes, sir. I got hold on, Bill. I got people calling the show. We're
Okay.
gonna take some phone calls for you, but let me see if this brother won't right here. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's that? Mike from Detroit.
Mike from Detroit, talk to me.
Oh, how you doing? How you doing, Coach? I'm glad I got in with the coach.
Mike, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, not much, man. Just watching the show again. Still tripping on D Block and Height. He got a kind of biased opinion on Haney. You can hear it all in his voice when he was saying how much he liked Ryan and Ryan gonna do this and Ryan gonna do that.
Do you I got Bill Haney on the show right now. Is any question you have for Bill?
Oh yeah, most definitely. No, not even a question. I just want to give him appreciation on how he raised his son from all the way from taking him down to Mexico to taking him to different coaches to Roy Jones to the Mayweather. He did a great job with his son. So I don't even got no coaches. I'm no questions for him. I just want to tell him I appreciate him how he raised his son by himself.
Yeah, he did a good job. He did a real good job. The boy a multi-millionaire. So I mean, the man a multi-millionaire. You know, living his best life. So shit, if Bill Haney did a bad job, that's the kind of job I need. Then you know, I'll do a bad job with me. Then shit. You get what I'm saying?
He did an excellent job.
Shit.
He did an excellent job. He did that. That's the thing. A lot of people ain't understand how his methods. You know what I'm saying? He had a method to his madness all the way going, taking him down to Mexico and let him get all that work, that good work in. That's good work taking him down to Mexico. You don't hear a lot of people talk about going to Mexico and putting that work in. That's that real work.
All right, well, shout out to Mike, man, from Detroit, man. Thank you for calling the show, brother, man. Salute. D-Town, stand up.
You know when they talk, Coach, when they talk about that good work down in Mexico, everyone tends to sometimes talk about that it's tomato cans. But Coach, me and you know it's a few guys that then tried to go down there and do the Mexico thing, and it came up short. So it's not just no cakewalk. You know what I mean? When you terms of talk about developing a fighter to be a number one pound for pound fighter, you know, it's all kind of obstacles throughout that process.
Bill, what say you about this fight right here? Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. I told you I like this fight. You know, I was pushing for you to try to get the Teofimo Lopez fight, but because of whatever reason that fight didn't materialize. I remember when Ryan said he wanted to fight Devin, and I didn't know if he was serious or not. I don't know if you knew he was serious or not. Then he went on that 3 o'clock in the morning jog with Floyd, and Floyd dropped that. Like I said before, Ryan, why are you fighting Devin? You can go fight somebody else. So he went and did that right there, did the 52 fake out, only to turn around and have to come back to Dev. So I like this fight. I love what Ryan and Tank Davis was able to do from a promotional standpoint with TikTok, with Instagram, with Twitter and stuff like that. Could you tell Oscar? I know he's the lead promoter, whatever. Do you guys plan on going down that path?
You know what? They've assured that it's going to be top flight in terms of promoting. And when I say top flight, I mean the effort that you put in. Because a lot of times, you know, those things that you talked about that they did for the last fight are non-traditional. So you gamble on it with the promotion and hope that you can be cutting edge and you can get to the new fan base of people that are wanting to witness some entertainment. It's going to be an explosion. You got Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, the ultimate rubber match, 3-3 in the amateurs. It can't get any more competitive than that. And then you have Ryan Garcia ultimately only losing to a man that they consider one of the most hardest punching, most fierce men in sports. So you talk about a Ryan Garcia now that will be a completely rehydrated Ryan Garcia, hopefully a completely healthy Ryan Garcia with no excuses, but to come in on 420 and take all this punishment that Devin plans to put on him.
Yeah, so you know, I heard Michael Benson say this on Twitter. He said this fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia will not be in the rehydration clauses or catch weights. So some people came in my chat, they took that as a dig against Tank Davis. So I'm not saying that's what it was, but as you said, they're fighting on an even playing field. There's no. Do you have any spies in the camp like Tank had in the camp?
No. Well, when you take somebody and you say that, even Floyd says that he's the number 3 face of the sport, and you take and you put him on an even playing field, and then you beat him. You don't dehydrate him down, or you don't give him any kind of excuses. If he brings what Floyd said he brings to the table, then we're gonna give him a fair fight. We're gonna beat him in front of the people, and it is what it is. It's one more fight that I call all of them a stay busy fight for Devin, his path to being on the Mount Rushmore of boxing. Whether he has to replace a face or he has to join another face, that's where our ultimate goals are.
This brother right here, Terrell Price, thank you, brother, for the support. He said, ask Bill this one question, please, bro. He said, I'm a football coach, and I asked, could he help, could he please help Ellie with sauce to absorbing nutrients better, even if it's private? I don't understand what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Terrell is getting at it with there, and I don't want to misinterpret his question.
Hey Terrell, can you please re-ask that question but clarify it, because I don't understand what you're saying, brother. I do want to just add me in the chat the full name, and hold on, we got another caller, Bill. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, coach? It's D Block 3 times.
God damn, D Block 3 times. Come on, man. All right, go ahead, D Block.
D Block.
Bill, I want to tell you something. I got nothing but mad respect for you. For you coming out and letting Tank Davis, Joaquin Davis, bobblehead, finally get it from somebody else that's coming with it. That's you and your son. I knew when he was going to fight Ryan Garcia last year, there were problems. We got issues. Like you said right now, you're keeping it real. You're coming with, hey, and I appreciate you because it's the truth. And the truth must be exposed. Baltimore must open up their eyes and know that Tank Davis is not the real face of boxing. Thank you so much. But I got to tell you something. It's going to be a hard-ass fight. Ryan Garcia is coming with it, and I got nothing but mad respect for your youngest. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Bill. Baltimore stand up.
No, he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Ryan is a hungry fighter. He's having now the time that he's got a chance to spend with Derek James, who is a trainer of the year. You know what I mean? Who has, future Hall of Famers.
Yes, sir.
I know that he's going to be prepared. And a hungry, prepared fighter is a dangerous fighter. He got that left hook that always keeps him in the game. Without, like I said, without draining him down, without somehow getting the edge, this is a great fight and a great opportunity for Devin to show the fighter he is.
Hey, we got another call calling in, Bill. The phone lines is hot. Soon as Bill jumped on, they called it in 2 and 3 times. Damn, he hung the phone up. Okay, he hung the phone up. All right. The brother hung the phone up.
I'm right here.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, coach? This is Country, man.
Man, Country, man. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, okay, a couple things. One, I'm sorry, but nobody can compare Ryan Garcia to Oscar De La Hoya. It's just 2 different animals. The only thing they got in common is they're both Chicano. That's it. I'm sorry. I ain't buying that. Ain't happening. Brother Bill, hey, I'm a Bay Area boy myself. Old school Excelsior, homeboy. Hey, man, I got a question for you. Yeah. Check it out. Is Devin going to eventually end up fighting Matias down the line? Do you see that happening, or is that not going to happen?
Hey, absolutely. Listen, they keep the mark on the bullseye on his back, and he's also made his way to Eddie Hearn. So that's one step closer to eventually a fight happening. But right now we got 420, we got Ryan Garcia, and listen, I'll have to agree to disagree with you that Ryan Garcia with that left hook is always in the game, brother, and we got to pay attention to it because from 1 to 12, he can close the show. So for that, I got to give him his respect. For 2, he didn't raise his hand. He's now in there with not one fighter that everyone seems to put at the top, but now two in Devin. We have the one that we have in Lomachenko, and now we have also Ryan Garcia. To dispel any narratives that the belts, the money, the everything goes through Devin Haney, and Devin Haney is the face. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. It wasn't easy to get the fight outside the ring, and it won't be easy inside, but it's going to actually show how great Devin is.
Right. No, all right. I'll roll with that. I mean, I can respect him for making the fights and trying to step up. I can respect him for that. But to me, Oscar was much more of a killer than Ryan ever was. That's what I guess maybe I should have made my point a little more clear. I mean, because to me, Oscar fought everybody. He really didn't.
Hey, Ryan comes forward. He went after Tank. He goes after him. You know what I mean? He went after Luke Campbell. He goes after him. So if you wanted somebody to come after Devin, that's what he's going to come and do. That's what the killer is, ain't it?
All right. I'll take your word for it, man.
Definitely. Shout out to Country, man, from the Bay. Salute, fam. We got a whole lot of calls calling in. So, Bill, so I just want to clarify. This is a one-off. You say this is not a there's no rematch clause or anything. Caller, hold on. There's no rematch clause, anything. Winner takes all in this fight.
Winner takes all, Coach. This is it. This is game 7, baby.
Why is that though? Why?
Because it's just right. It's just right that all of it leads up to it. It's winner takes all. You want to have that feeling that this is it. This ain't staged. This means everything. This means everything to both of them kids' career. One kid continues to ascend, and unfortunately, one kid has to go back to the drawing board. And that's what this is all about. We had to make it for everything for the people.
Man, I like, you know what?
Although traditionally, a champion would ask for the rematch and all the other stuff in there, you know what I mean? We didn't let that hold up our show in any way. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure it's the winner take all.
Okay, you know what? I didn't think about that. I put a lot of pressure on both fighters. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's the inevitable. Now, what up, Coach Yarmis from Brooklyn, man?
Yarmis from Brooklyn. Talk to me, fam. Brooklyn, stand up.
Well, yo, Bill, man, I want to give you a shout, man, because I be thinking you got like a body double or some shit, man, because you all over the fucking place, man. This nigga's on every interview, every this, every that. I'm just happy you fucking with my favorite show with the coach, man. Peace and love, though, man. But yo, I want to make a comment as far as like, yo, and let me tell you real quick, yo, don't respond to that question the nigga asked talking about the shit absorbed, and he asked me some shit to jam you up, man. Don't even answer that. But I was gonna ask you, are you worried that after Devin handled him the way he's supposed to, that they're gonna say like he washed up, look what Tank did to him? And I just want to also ask you, is Your Excellency still involved in giving you offers for like a bigger fight than this?
Those are two good questions. His Excellency, Turkey Al-Sheikh, he wants to make the biggest fights, and he wants the fighters that want to be involved. I think this also cements Devin as the kind of fighter that's going to do what it takes, with or without the big name, to make the fight happen. There's never been a time that you've heard Devin walk away from a negotiation with anyone. You've heard people walk away from negotiating with us, but you've never heard us stop from negotiating with somebody or not putting something on the table or be willing to accept. We hope that he's still involved and still interested. And his first question was about Ryan was.
No, I was asking. Okay, Bill.
No, what would you say?
I was asking you about in the event that like Dev take his, but if he do what I expect him to do, I know you expect him to do. Are you worried that people want to talk that shit like, oh, he washed up now, look what Tank did to him?
No.
And I agree.
Well, listen, anytime that you let a fighter, that you make up the rules and you decide how it's going to do it, then that's based on an advantage that you have. What we want to do is give Mr. Garcia and Team Garcia an opportunity to come out, in their healthy selves, operating under the rules of all the sanctioning bodies, including the WBC, and have his chance at a world title. You know what I mean? I know them from amateurs. Obviously, it's 3-3. So I say, give them an opportunity to be crowned. before we down him. That fight, I called that fight an exhibition because they made up the weights, they made up what the rules were going to be. So I said it was an exhibition of talent between two fighters that made up the rules as they went along. This one is for the WBC lightweight, super lightweight, junior welterweight championship of the world at 140 pounds. Winner take all.
Right.
All right, well, shout out to Yarmis,
let me add one thing, Coach. Yo, Bill, make sure y'all eventually get a fight in Brooklyn, man. We fuck with y'all out here. Yo, keep working hard, brother. I'm supporting you, man. Peace and love, baby.
Hey,
all right, salute, man. Brooklyn, stand up, man.
Brooklyn, stand up.
Hey, Bill, do you think this fight right here would be the one that give you that crossover success? We know Devin Haney gets he has a lot of supporters, but he have a lot of people who don't like him.
Right, Coach.
But would this fight right here give him that the TikTokers, the Instagrammers, this and that?
Well, absolutely, Coach. This is what we love about the sport is the different communities, the different platforms like yourself that always, everyone has a different opinion. Everyone has a different criteria. The one thing is being a world champion, a champ of the people, is that you can resonate with everyone, even if everyone is not resonating with each other. Because for that one moment, that one event on 420, it brings us all together. And love for the sport that used to be number one, that we're trying to restore and bring back. You know what I mean? So it's a difficult task. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Because the easy way to bow out and say it's just about the money, but it's about so much more.
Shout out to Drew dropping that $2 super chat. He say Dollar Bill. It's a deep East Oakland. He say the Mac Block. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the MAC, man. Mac Block, man. Shout out to Mac Blast and everything that supports that movement over there in that West Oakland, and you know what I mean, that deep East. Of course, my neighborhood. I'm gonna always give them that and give them shouts because it's in me, baby. It ain't on me. I take East Oakland everywhere I go, Coach. Come on now.
Hey, I feel you on that. Hey, shout out to Terrell Price dropping that $20 super chat. He say, my bad, I was driving. He say, basically, I'm asking advice on how to absorb nutrients better. Also, how to hydrate the kids that I train better. I would pay to talk to him for my nephews. I think he said he was a football coach or something.
Okay.
I think that's what he said.
But definitely, Coach, just passing my number on the bat line, you know what I'm saying, and then let him just go from there, and I can advise him.
Okay. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin,
Martin, I can't hear you, man. Your phone coming in and out. It's breaking up.
My bad. Martin from Deep East Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me, fam.
East Oakland, man.
Yeah, Dollar Bill, I know you got your promoter hat on. We got to sell this fight. So I'm going to keep it personal. Who's the bigger clown outside of the ring? Ryan Garcia or Bernard Hopkins?
Hey, well, listen, I got to say, if I had to, and just because you said it from, you call away from the town and this town business, I got to say Bernard, because only thing that I've ever did was wanted to make this fight happen between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, something the people wanted to see. So, I mean, the behavior that he showed me trying to deter me or derail me from making this fight happen, I'd have to give it to him.
That's what's up, Dollar Bill.
Appreciate you. King, what part of that Deep East are you from?
The 90s, my brother.
Hey, man, shout out to the 90s, man. It's all love in that 90s, man. Every bit of it.
For sure, Bill.
All right, salute, man. Shout out to Mark from Oakland.
All right, Coach.
Hey, Bill, I'm glad you brought that up. Bill, I'm glad you brought that up. What type of, without, because I know the fight is made now. What type of issues or drama that you kind of went through trying to make this fight happen? It seemed like once Ryan came back to the table, caller, hold on. It seemed like once Ryan Garcia came back to the table, the fight was made fairly fast. But what type of drama that you may be privy to, let the audience know?
I mean, first of all, sleeping in my car and not finding a bathroom. You dig what I'm saying? Because I had to sleep in front of people's houses, in front of companies. I mean, listen, it's been stakeouts. It's been days with no steak. I mean, it's been a lot of shit that's going on to make all of these fights happen. But once after Ryan had, he what they said, he spun the block, you know what I mean, and thought that we wasn't going to still be standing there, you know what I mean? We were there, and nevertheless, I give him kudos, coach, because he raised his hand. And when you talk about actually raising your hand and going through everything that it takes to make the fight and not pulling away at some point in time, because Ryan could have pulled away and said, I don't want this or I don't want that. He stayed down at the table. The whole Garcia team, his lawyer Lupe and all them, Oscar did a tremendous job. He stayed down with it because you got to think of it. If he didn't believe in Ryan and didn't want the fans to have a shot at watching the best kids while they're young, he could have blocked the fight too. So that's why I said Oscar is doing his part to restore greatness back into boxing as well. You know what I mean? And he's the lead on it. It's no befitting way that Oscar De La Hoya, the promoter, who also was involved in the big super fight between De La Hoya and Mayweather, he actually be the lead promoter out there talking and taunting. You dig what I'm saying? So it's a big event, baby.
We got another call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Troy Graham, Baltimore. What's going on? What's going on, Coach and Bill? How are y'all doing?
Crawford, be more. Talk to me.
Good, brother. I just need some clarification, real quick, Bill. When you said, the fight is set, and when to take all. What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, that means that it's going down on 420, and the winner is going to take all. The winner will be the junior welterweight champion of the world, WBC.
Okay, because I was thinking that y'all was doing the thing where, whoever wins get this person's purse and all of that, because that would be a big friggin' deal if you actually did that. But that's not what you're... Okay.
That people want to do to stop the fight. You know what I mean? Or maybe hype.
I got you.
We don't need no more. We don't need no more hype. This joint is real. Real on the battlefield for sure. Blessings to you down there.
Okay. Also, right? I should appreciate the way you're moving, because there's no clause in the contract. There's no rehydration and all that nonsense. So, keep on doing what you're doing, man. And I can see your son actually dropping him, and winning by UD. So yeah, I can see that happening. All right, brother. Y'all have a good day. All right, Coach.
All right, shout out to Troy, man. Hey, we got a super chat right here. Shout out to Drew. Drew from the town. He said, if she know dollar bill, she owe dollar bill. Okay. Hey, Bill. So you got a famous saying that I like to repeat, because it's very similar to what we say down here in Florida. You say, get down when you get mad at. I saw the little skirmish between Ryan Garcia. He was looking like the Fonz. Hold on, look like we got a troll. Hold on, I got a troll caller right here. I got his number saved in my phone. I got a troll caller. Okay. Let's go ahead and answer this phone. See what he say. Okay. Let's see what the troll say right quick. Hold on. E-Money, what's going on with you, fam? E-Money, you got anything to say, brother? He ain't saying nothing. So I want y'all to see. I got this dude number saved in my phone. This one of my biggest fans. His name is E-Money from Texas. Look like he quiet. He ain't got nothing to say. All right, E-Money, we finna get off the line. Anyway, he called the show and got scared. That's one of my, he's from Texas. He normally call the show, call me a coon, or, this and that. He gonna do A, B, C, and D when he see me. So I just like to have fun with him. But Bill, it looked like that you say get down when you get mad at. So,
Because I'm going to get mad after I think about all the shit you talking about doing to me in the motherfucking bathroom. Can you imagine walking, trying to find a bathroom? I just want to hit a motherfucker in the back of his head. You see what I'm saying? While we going. You know what I mean? How long you want me to go in the bath, and then we going to turn around, and we going to get in the boxing stand?
Hold on.
And then we going to get in the boxing stance? Man, that don't make no sense. Coach, I'm about to get down where I get mad at. The more that the more that I'm walking and he called himself looking for the bathroom, the more that I'm getting mad. And it shouldn't be like this.
Hey, Bill, I don't know, man. I think, B-Hop, I don't know now. Well, if y'all got the street fight, that might be something different. But, B-Hop a legend now. I don't know about that now, Bill.
Listen, listen. What I'm saying is, I have faith in a lot, and I have purpose. I'm representing my son, and he's the best fighter in the world, and I'm willing to go to jail or hell about what I believe in.
All right. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Terrell Price from the Super Chat.
Terrell, talk to me, fam.
Yeah, I watch a lot of these shows all the time. This shit funny as hell. I'm probably on the show. It's funny I'm probably on the show. But Bill, I used to work. I worked UAW before, and I seen on one of the videos of Devin. I seen like your mom or something used to work UAW or something.
Yeah. UAW. That's my dad and my auntie. My dad, he worked over at Chrysler. My dad, and then my auntie worked at Ford, and then my mom retired from General Motors. So they're all UAW or management out in Detroit. So I got a lot of family there, and hell yeah, I really support the industry.
Man, that's crazy. But yeah, I got a couple questions, and I hope I'm not gonna try to take long because I'm just not getting into a box. I'm a casual, but one first, is that Devin Haney's Detroit connection with, like, I seen the two rappers, Killer Baby and the other guy, Tay B.
Well, my son.
I seen that.
Well, my son, he went to Southfield Christian, and then my little brother went to Lathrop. You know what I'm saying? And I got cousins and stuff. Southwest T is my man. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I mean? So it's just, I think time will tell that people will get a chance to see what we really come from, and it's the kind of shit that you don't talk about, you just try to get out of. You know what I mean? So right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how that thing go. The whole T and Meech and all them, them was my friends. Early on.
Right.
So when they went away and they went to jail. When they went to jail, when they went to jail, I stayed with my son and stayed with this boxing stuff, and committed 100% to boxing. Okay.
And last question, man. It's funny, man, but I was in your Super Chat. I was in that UAW strike, and I got a couple more dollars coming in, so I could send $20 in here and there. Just got paid. And I said, I got a nephew that trained for football. I said, man, all the stuff about absorbing nutrients and stuff, I seen him like rehydrate for the fight and stuff. Mm-hmm. I said, man, if I could ever get a chance to talk to Bill, I'm gonna get him to tell me everything I need to know, because y'all remember you telling me about how the stars was in the house. I went back to saw all your videos about where Devin came from. And the funny part about Devin, outside of that question, funny part about Devin, people don't like Devin or they jump on Tank. Where I'm from for the hood stuff. And I became more of a fan of Devin, not because I was watching him early, but because I got ridiculed for that. I'm from Detroit, but people really clung towards the guys that was like from the hood and not me. And I'm a fan of Devin Haney because I am Devin Haney, because people didn't like me because I was spoiled. My mom bought me stuff. My dad used UAW. And another thing, I'm born on November 17th, just like Devin.
Oh yeah, 17th.
So man, if you can, man, give me any advice. Oh my bad, go ahead.
I say y'all both Scorpios.
If you can give me any advice on the nutrient stuff, man, shoot me your number, anything. I just want advice from my nephew.
Reach out to Bill on Instagram. Send it. You can go on Instagram. He's on IG. You can give him a DM.
You can't get my number because I'm my DMs and all that stuff.
All right.
He get lost up in there. And
just send me an email. Reach out to me. Reach out to Terrell. Reach out to me on Instagram, and I give you Bill Haney's number. I'm Coach Malachi Williams.
Hey, definitely Terrell.
We got other calls calling in though.
Definitely Terrell.
What's Instagram real quick?
More importantly, like your next step is your best step, and that's the step that Allah gives you to be able to be down with your kid. Your kid needs to be down with you, and y'all got to be down with each other. Like to see, there was a lot of people that was before us that we could have looked at, right? And we weren't ready to walk in their shoes. We just constantly walked in ours. And you got what it takes. You know what I'm saying? You just got to have faith in it and belief in it, keep walking in it. You know what I'm saying? and just get better each and every day. Take one step at a time. That's all it is. You know what I mean? And then they, you know, because we're in tennis as well. So, you know, with my sons and with my son and my daughter, I should say. And it's one step at a time, bro. You ain't doing nothing wrong. Trust me.
All right, but shout out to Terrell from
My
Detroit.
God.
Just hit me up on
Appreciate you,
Twitter,
man.
man. Look up Coach Malachi Williams. Salute, fam. We had 1,000 people calling this motherfucker. Hey, shout out to Damitman Smalls. Bill, so do you? And I asked you this question before. Do you kind of feel like, man? I know you do a lot on social media. You make your rounds. You do things that a lot of other people wouldn't do. But do you feel that you've been kind of like Dev has been kind of like blackballed, like just certain fights with certain big name fighters you have not been able to get, even with this Ryan Garcia
No,
fight with him.
if their name is big, it ain't bigger than ours, or it's big enough that the people want to see them get down. Nothing. It's alhamdulillah, bruh. Ain't nothing. Everything is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you know, like our spot. You think where a father and son can come from, right? Because we come from humble beginnings to where we are. So everything is good. They can't wait him out. He's younger than everybody, coach.
Yeah.
We on their ass.
So you saying you will be willing to play the patient game? Like, Bill, explain this. I'm glad you're here. Let people, without letting the cat out the bag, let people know what type of, because I call boxing WWE now. It's like, man, we see a bunch of setup fights. We pretty much know what's going to happen before it even happened, this and that. But let people know, man, you've been watching this sport a long time. I don't know if you could talk about how it was in the 90s or whatever.
Absolutely.
But
Go
now.
pull up. No. You go pull up some of the greats. If you pull up the Four Kings box rec and look how in between fights, naturally you have the inactivity that you have. But
Carla, hold on.
You have activity in between fights. You take a look at all of them, right?
Right.
But because it's hard to fight the best. Devin is the best in or around his division. So for us, finding us each and every time is challenging because it's only one of us. And the rest, I mean, listen, if they want to fight, they're going to fight. The people going to know what time it is. But Devin, I'm saying, is out of that crop, you see us getting better and better every fight. So which means to say they have to predict the unpredictable with us because you're getting ready for Devin versus Regis, and if anything, as an indicator of what we've been doing, then just preparing for Regis won't be good enough because we've always come in better than you've seen us last.
I got you. Well, I got a call. Caller, hold on with just 1 second. Shout out to Zell Brooks dropping that quarter of a dub. He say salute. I like that fight between Devin and Ryan. Looking forward to seeing the fight. Okay, thank you for the support, fam. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Calling from Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, man, this fight right here, we've been waiting on this fight. Everything is legit. I can't wait to see this. We're trying to bring back the real reality of boxing, real boxing back. And I think through this fight right here, people need to start seeing the truth, see how the business go. We're taught how to do the business now. So let's all stick together, get this fight going, and we're going to see on that day what's really going to go down.
All right.
Thanks for having me, Coach.
Yes, sir, man. Salute, fam. Tampa, Florida, stand up.
Bless your heart. Hey, listen, Coach. He's telling the truth, Coach. He's telling the truth. It's easy to say that shit from the cheap seats about what you're going to do to Ryan Garcia. He's a 12-time national amateur champion for a reason. We knew that it would catapult.
Caller, hold on.
And we knew that it would catapult Devin because we know that he's that good. But we also know that the last guy that fought him said he's so good that we need to have an advantage. We need to do it different. And I'm saying, I said, okay. I said, well, at least he gave him his respect enough that he wasn't just no chump. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not coming on here saying, I've never said Ryan Garcia was a chump. I just said it's an exhibition. if you bring Devin down to anything other than a championship level. He's a championship fighter that fights for belts. And when you start making up something else, well, it's an exhibition at that weight for that and that and that and that. We pushed all those narratives to the side, put it on the table. That's good for him, it's good for Dev, and it's an evenly matched fight. Made a winner take all.
You know, I got you. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is the Real McCoy from St. Louis.
The Real McCoy from St. Louis. You sound kind of muffled, but we're going to try to work with it. Go ahead, fam.
All right, what about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, but go ahead. I got you, fam.
All right. Okay, I got a question for Bill. A couple questions for you, Bill.
Okay.
I want to know why why do you use the terms you be using about like monkeys and shit like that? Like, I look at it like in our community, it's all good. But it's like with you got a European white.
Yeah, but what community are you talking about? I travel around the world.
I'm talking about the black community.
Where?
No, hey, Bill, come on. But listen. I just want to know your stance on it. I ain't saying you right or wrong. What I'm saying is,
trying to figure out.
Okay, well, you got a European wife, and you talking like niggas.
I ain't got no European wife. You ain't asked me, was my wife European?
Okay, well then, that's what I'm trying to find out. I got no problem standing corrected.
My wife's maiden name is Lopez, brother.
Okay, well then I stand corrected. I got no problem standing. I got no problem saying I stand corrected. So you're right. I just come off. If I'm looking at a picture, all I see is a black dude with a nappy ass fro. You know what I'm saying? And I see a European of descent woman. So I'm looking at then I hear the rhetoric.
Her last name is Lopez, but what I'm saying is, when you look at it, there's all kind of different shades and colors, brother. You can't stereotype and instantly say, okay, well, that's a European without asking what she is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But how many times do anybody have a platform like what Coach got here for me to ask you that? Only thing I can see is like, damn, why the fuck the homie doing that shit? Like, I watch you on TikTok and shit. Like, I fuck with you, bro. I'm like, so I'm thrown off right here. Like, damn, like, what type of time buddy you on? Is that lady white or is she Cuban or what the fuck? Because all I see is a white looking woman. You get what I'm saying? That's all I see. So I'm like, what type of time buddy you on? So I'm glad it's a platform here for me to continue to, for me to ask you this, because I support y'all. I bought and watched Devin fights and shit like that. If it's something for sale, I bought that shit, bro. Like, I fuck with y'all. I fuck with everything you do. I'm doing the same thing with my son. But when you send a mixed message like that, it just look like, damn, what type of time buddy you on here? Like, what the fuck is this shit about? I don't mind you calling niggas monkeys and apes and shit like that, because that's what we do in that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we talk to each other. But that's for us. That's not for, you know what I'm saying? I was thrown out by that, Bill.
Okay, listen, and respectfully, listen, I can respect what you're saying. And just like you said, sometimes when people say buddy, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker be thrown off by that, like as if it's on some little old time, you know what I'm saying? But me being versed and me traveling around the world, me knowing, that, you know what I'm saying, that my wife is, is a woman of color, that's lighter, you know what I mean? That's not a woman of full European descent, and you know what I mean. But at the same time, me being a brother, I took away that power of that word monkey and all that, and sent it at where it needs to be. Right? When I say monkey ass NIGGAs, that doesn't mean a ape looking person. That doesn't mean, you see what I'm saying? So that monkey shit, I can say a nigga's excuse me. Let me, because you understand.
Hey, we
got other calls. We got other calls calling in. So I'm trying to free the line up. But I'm gonna let y'all talk.
Because it deserves some understanding, and when you want me to curb the way in which I get at them when they don't necessarily curb the way in which they get at me, then I give them something that's shocking and provocative and all the other things that they attempt to do with me, because when tact and violence, when tact and diplomacy ends, violence and ignorance begins. So sometimes I do try to be ignorant with some shit back at the people that's ignorant, but I'm not stereotyping it towards towards my people or towards any race, color, creed, or people, but just sending it as a warning shot back at the people that deserve it. So please, anybody that's not that's friend and maybe just boxing fans and fanatics, watch out, because I'm sending it at your favorite fighter and the favorite fighter's team. Yes, sir, King.
All right, salute.
I got this.
All right, salute, fam.
Salute.
Yeah.
So basically, to summarize what you said is this here. If I throw a rock in the pack of, basically you was sending shots at a certain group of people, which I already knew. I already knew that. So you wasn't generalizing when you made that statement. I'm glad you clarified that. But the summarization of it, this shit could have been summed up in 10 seconds. Listen, man, I was talking to a certain group of people. If you get offended by what I'm saying, you might be the group of people that I'm talking about. But I'm talking to a certain group of people. If you know you're not a monkey, don't get offended by it. I do get what you're saying, but I get what he was saying as well. I get it. You know what I mean?
No, I understand. I understand. It's deserving of being talked about. But I've been,
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I've been in this game for too long.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Who's good with you? Ronn Boy Fresh, DC. You already know.
Ronn Boy Fresh, talk to me, fam.
Hey, Bill. You know the slogan. Fuck the Bammers, man. You know how we do it over here. Hey, man, that's how you need to open up everything you do. Fuck the Bammers, Bill. That's all you gotta say. Fuck the Bammers. Slim, I'm gonna be short and sweet. I've never seen nothing like this in my life, Slim. The way you moving, Dev, I've been looking at boxing for 40 years. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen nothing like this in my life, Slim. Like, y'all got, the way y'all doing it is impeccable. And that's all I got to say, Slim. Keep doing what you're doing, and fuck the Bammers, Mo. I'm out.
All right, so Ronn Boy Fresh, DC, stand up.
I'm changing the name officially. You won't hear any name referencing to any animals. I'm using the Bammers. I'm just, because I didn't heard it already enough. He didn't gave me permission. Let them Bammers know. Yeah.
I mean, I get. Again, and I told you, I want to ask a boxing question. So basically, I want to ask a boxing question. So right now, we got a troll call and no call ID. I know this is Jason Moans. Jason Moans, you got to show that phone number, son. You got to show that phone number. You will not be able to call the coach's show. No caller ID. Have some nuts. Drop your nuts. Please call. Have that phone number. I know you're calling from your mama phone. Call from your mama phone, but make sure you call the show with the phone number showing. Don't be scary. Devin Haney, like, I'm looking at this matchup, right? I'm looking at this matchup between the two. I think that Devin Haney is a little bit more disciplined as it relates to listening to the game plan that you're going to put together to pretty much disarm whatever you think Ryan Garcia may come with. Personally, based on what I've seen from a track record standpoint for Ryan Garcia, he seems to be like a freestylist in the ring. We saw his last fight, he was doing something that I like to call the booty roll, where he turned his back on the guy and bent over. So Derrick James was yelling at him in the corner, like, man, stop doing that shit. You ain't Floyd. He was trying to do the shoulder roll, but he was doing it wrong. Do you force? You was talking.
Floyd has assured. I know through the grapevine that they're secretly been training and doing things that Floyd been working with him, and I expect a better version of the shoulder roll, but also don't expect that they have a whole lot of time. And that's something that Devin has had a lot of time to work with those different styles. So right now, the clock is ticking. They got a lot of firepower over there, of course. And like I said, a trainer of the year in Derrick James. But you also got Mayweather, who's also advising and supporting Ryan Garcia. So, with that saying, bro, and you also got that left hook. You know what I mean? So they're going to do their best. They're going to do their best they can. If anybody knows Devin and knows Devin's style, it's Floyd. So if there's a way to break the style down, that's the one thing that I'm thinking about, Coach, and that could play the X factor is Floyd and how much he knows about us and how much he's actually telling Ryan.
All right, caller, hold on. We got a super chat. Shout out to Lex Parker for dropping that quarter of a dub. He say OG Bill. Teofimo has a very punchable face, and Devin's jab is perfect for it. Please tell him to sign the contract. Caller, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Tio went to Honduras, started speaking Spanish, and he couldn't say Devin Haney. Devin Haney never.
Hello.
Caller, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Hello, Coach. It's me, Habit calling from the UK. How's it going?
Okay, how you doing, brother? Talk to him. From the UK, talk to me.
Assalamu alaikum, Bill. I got a couple of questions. Alhamdulillah. I got a couple of questions. First thing is, have you and Devin thought about coming to the UK? Because I was very impressed with the Prograis fight, but I saw Prograis fight live against Josh Taylor. I was thinking, have you guys thought about crossing over to the UK?
Of course, that's the only reason we with Fast Eddie, the man with the cash and the plan to come over there to the UK. So if we're going to do it, I mean, shit, we got to check with Eddie and see what's up. Because we've been with him for some years now, you know, doing business and having a great relationship. But I just, you know, I don't know why we haven't got there. So, you know, God willing, we're going to be there soon.
Inshallah. All right, I got one more question.
Inshallah.
If you beat Ryan, do you guys plan on moving up to welterweight, or will you stay junior welterweight?
You know, the biggest fights, man. That's what Devin is on, the biggest and the best fights. You know, and I guess if, you know, those big best fights aren't there, then you reverse engineer back down to what's next. But you better believe Devin is going to be answering to the call. If the people put the X on their back, we gonna knock on their door. That's just how it's been. I mean, when you're at the top of the game, that's the only way you can look at it.
All right, yeah, because Conor Benn is in the UK. I don't know if there's anyone else in the UK at 140, 147. That'd be a big fight. Like,
well,
if Conor Benn could do something,
Conor Benn needed somebody to fill in after they sent over the offer for Tank Davis. But like I said, we've been cleaning up Tank's mess. We might clean up Conor Benn. Ain't no telling. Because, you know, we got Lomachenko off his back. We got Regis Prograis off his back. Here, you know, we're going to now take Ryan Garcia listen, we're going to take Ryan Garcia at a weight that he wouldn't take him. So, you know, why not take on Conor Benn since, you know, we got to fill in. But first and foremost is dealing with Ryan Garcia. I'm really got my eyes on him, bro. I'm telling you. You know,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, they cooking.
I appreciate it. I know it's a good fight because I would like to see the fight. If Devin wins, I would like to see him fight Tio, but I don't know what Tio's saying is one thing and doing another. But I like the way you guys are moving. Like outside Bud, I think Devin is probably the only other American active fighter that I would say is a top pound for pound fighter that's actually doing it the right way. You guys travel. Yeah.
Have you ever been to Honduras? Anybody? Okay. Listen, inshallah we win. Inshallah we win. We win and we beat Ryan Garcia.
Right. Yeah.
We're going on vacation. I am to Honduras to look for Teofimo Sr.
All right, but salute, fam. Shout out to brothers from the UK, man. Salute, fam. We got 1 million goddamn calls. Boy, goddamn, boy, this phone. Hey, Bill, the phone lines, boy, listen, the phone lines is hot. I'm doing my best trying to get to the calls. Some of these phone calls are winded, so I'm doing my best. I'm trying not to cut people off. I'm being quiet, letting people talk. But man, it's like, you get what I'm saying? Some of these questions are winded, dog. So I'm doing my best. Y'all got to work with me. I'm trying now. Dude's calling.
Here with you, baby. I'm here with you. We got 'em.
Dude's calling. I'm trying to let other people call in. And I'm like,
drive by. Well, listen, you're not gonna come over on True Media and try to do what Bill Haney do and come drive by. Because one thing that Bill Haney do, he answers to everybody. So any manager, any promoter, want to come over here?
Caller, hold on.
Take your time and let everybody answer all the questions. Come on now, caller.
All right, cool. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Damitman Smalls again. I'm calling from Tampa, Florida.
Damitman, talk to me.
Hey, Mr. Haney, I just had a question with you, man.
Blessings, King. Blessings to you.
Number one, I want to say one thing, no disrespect, but let's this podcast right here, we cover a whole. Coach covers a whole lot of subjects. But
come on with it, baby.
Right now, we want to talk about boxing.
Yes, sir.
We don't want to hear about all that other stuff. So look here. Okay, that's your son.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel in reference to how your son is coming up in the game? What is a round? I mean, what is the motive? I mean, are y'all gonna? I mean, do you think he gonna knock him out? Like what round? I mean, I want your take on what you think that's gonna happen with this. I want to talk boxing.
Okay, well, I mean, he's going to come out and he's going to obviously understand that Ryan Garcia's speed ain't just enough. So he's looking, he's trying to catch Devin's time, but he knows he's fast, but you know what I'm saying? He's slow, and he understands, okay, boom, ow, there goes the jab, boom, okay. He looking, he said, boom, there goes another jab, oh, there goes the right hand. He said, God damn, I can't seem to find him, you know, and that's how we're going to start.
Okay. I just wanted to hear that, man. This podcast, I love this podcast. I love this show. Coach, this is for the people of boxing. Red, black, Puerto Rican, Haitian, orange, green, whatever. Let's stay on the boxing. That's what we tuned in. I just went on break, and I'm late going back to work because I want to hear this. I've been waiting.
Yeah, he's going to have to meet
I've been waiting. I thank you for...
He's going to have to meet the best jab in the business. We're going to start right there.
All right.
I got you, Coach.
Shout out to Damitman Smalls, man. Salute to you, fam. Thank you. Tampa, Florida, stand up. T-Town. T-Town in the building.
Florida, stand up.
Hey, somebody asked a question about Dev and Errol Spence at 147, but we know Dev and Errol ain't fighting. Errol's probably moved up to 154. So
yeah, out of respect for those guys, Errol and Devin. Okay, so Devin came in and he jumped on the guys in his weight class that were that age bracket in Errol Spence and Crawford's era.
Hold on.
Crawford has cemented his era in there. You know what I mean? It was a Crawford era, it was a Canelo era. You know what I mean? Now it's the Devin Haney era. You know what I mean? So we don't make no qualms or no fuss about what Crawford, a big brother to Devin, has done inside the sport, what a big brother and Errol Spence have done in the sport. But when you talk about being young and putting it on the line, crossing over platforms, crossing over the pond, defending the belt, stepping up, doing all the things, that it takes. The countless hours of being accessible as a team fighter to the world to show that, our dedication, so.
Bill, hold on, I got one more call, but then I got a couple of questions I want to ask you. I hope this is not a long-winded call. Okay. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Nah, it's Troy Gray, Baltimore. I'm gonna make it quick. Let me say something to you real quick. Coach is putting on a boxing show, and Bill is generous enough to give Coach his time. Don't call up here and ask the man about his personal life, who he married to, if she white or black. That don't have shit to do with boxing.
Yeah.
Focus on the sport and show some respect and leave all that other nonsense alone, man. Because in all reality, Coach is putting on a boxing show. This ain't about you wanting to know about the man's personal business. Focus on boxing, and that's it, man. I just found that so disrespectful, Coach. I had to call back in.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that, Troy.
Right.
Thank you for calling the show. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I don't get into that. Who you married to, this and that. I ain't shit like that. Yeah, I told her 1,000% agree with that. To be fair,
but
go ahead.
This is what everyone wants to see is the behind the scenes of the behind the scenes of the behind the scenes. So I open myself up for it when I come on here and I tell all of the managers and promoters, okay, well, listen, everybody, their faces, let's all come out and let's all show everybody who you with and what you've been doing if you standing on business. Because, the person I done been with for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and I encourage everyone else to go and be with somebody. When you see the smile on my face, you see a person that's happy. You don't see me out everywhere doing everything. And I want you guys to be happy. Happy Valentine's Day to all the women and all the
All the
mothers and
tenderonis.
everybody around. Yeah, all the what you say, Coach? The
I call them
tenderoni.
the tenderonis, the honey dips, the PY. You know,
Yeah.
we come from the same era, so the tenderonis, the honey dips, and the PYTs. You know why I like the women? I'm gonna tell you why I like the women. The reason why I like the women is because of this here. I never got threatened by a woman online. I've never been called a coon by a woman online. I've never been told to drop the addy by a woman online. I've never been sent gun emojis and told that they got shooters and come to Memphis, come to Chicago, come here, come there. The women don't do that. It's these beta male ass niggas that I've been dealing with online that I continue to go to war with. I don't have a problem with it. I'm war ready at any given time, and that's just what it is. Bill, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm
When I
still
ask the
here.
question. All right, so Carla, hold on for 1 second. As a matter of fact, let me answer this call and then.
Do you need my face on here when you ask me the question?
No, I don't need your face. I don't need your face. We good. Let's let this call come in first, then I answer my questions.
Okay.
Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? This Coach Eddie 2 times.
Coach had it 2 times. Go ahead.
What's up, Brother Bill? I got a quick question for you, Brother Bill.
Yes, sir.
Now, this fight right here, I see this. It's like a Lamborghini versus a Mustang GT. Devin Haney, to me, is light years ahead of Ryan Garcia. And my question to you is, will you allow and push Devin Haney to go ahead and step on the gas and go ahead and get this guy out of here? Because I know he can do it. I don't watch your son progress. He can fight on the inside. He got footwork. He got power when he decided to sit down and drop his shot. So I mean, I'm just saying, are you gonna be pressing for the stoppage? I guess that's what I'm getting at.
Hey, absolutely, King. You know, this one thing about it is it's boxing, and you do not want to get hit with that left hook. I don't care who you are. You even saw Tank Davis. He had to figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way that it goes. And you know that he gonna be heavy, and he gonna be trying to sit down. The one thing that he has, and the only thing that he got, to me, is the ability to try to clip Dev. You see what I mean? And so I would be naive, and I'm playing with y'all and saying, oh, it ain't there, and it ain't shit. We gonna just walk right through that shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to go put this shit down on him, and that's what we intend on to do. We're not underestimating him, Derek James, or Floyd Mayweather. They're all concocting and working together to knock Devin off. And 420, it's all smoke.
Right on. That's fact. Like I said, your son is like an old school fighter. He got footwork. He know how to get up on his toes. So go ahead and let him sit down on the low and get this boy on out of here, Coach. But that's my call,
Right,
brother.
Coach.
All right, shout out to
That's
Coach
right,
Eddie. Salute for ATL, stand up. All right, here go my questions, Bill. Here go my questions. I got 2 good ones. You say Devin Haney, he's looking for the big fights. What is the definition of a big fight? Because please clarify that. What does give us just a summarization? What is a big fight to you? Is a big fight Super Matias? Is a big fight Dale fighting Coach Malachi in Oakland? Is a big fight him fighting Hog Head Cheese or Poach Out Willie? What is a big fight? What's the definition of a big fight from a business standpoint and a name standpoint?
Well, it's all of the above. And then, like I said, you reverse engineer back, verse what you go with some fighters are, and some teams, they're looking for the least resistance and then working from there. And that's their target goal. Our target is the biggest and the best fight that the people want to see. And I think when you put names on it, right, then people say, oh, he just want to go with that one. He just want to go with that one. And when I say, well, shit, I don't mind that fight. And they says, okay, well, you gonna go with that. You said you don't mind it, you gonna go with that. So I think our years of just kind of being in this shit, we say we got Ryan Garcia next, and then let's see. I mean, you saw when we left out of Regis program, I went looking for the people that y'all talking about. So put the names, put the bullseye on their back, and best to believe we're gonna pull up. Right now, we got some business at hand with Ryan Garcia. And I said this, if everybody thought it was easy, Rolly and everybody else, why they just didn't wrap up the business for whatever it was.
I saw an interview with Romero where he said he turned that fight down. He took less money to fight Isaac Cruz and to fight a more tougher fight. So he admitted that I took less money, that
I think he and Tio, didn't Tio said he turned it down too?
hey, listen, like, yeah, I took less money and this and that. And I'm like, Rolly Romero is a very, very special individual. I like to call him, he drives a Fugatti. He got a Fugatti. I don't know if you ever heard of a Fugatti, Bill. I mean, y'all don't, you don't know what a Fugatti is, but, it's a fake Bugatti, but it's a Fugatti. So, so he said, I got a video. I'm going to do a show on it. Just him talking about, yeah, man, I turned down more money. In a tougher fight, the fight Isaac Cruz, and then he's dissing Ryan Garcia, and I'm like, dude, I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but you're admitting that so Al Heyman or Floyd Mayweather or Leonard Ellaby, whoever it may be, convince you to take less money for a quote unquote tougher fight than to fight Ryan Garcia for a way bigger payday and an easier fight? Is that what you saying? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, man. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Man, Bill Haney, man. Yeah, what I'm saying, man. That's what I get. I'm Rolling Romero, and I'm a star. I'm a star. I didn't know. So I'm like, okay, this guy is not the brightest crayon in the coloring box. He's not the brightest light bulb in the ceiling, and he's not the sharpest butter knife in the kitchen drawer. I think that's obvious. So, they talked him into doing that. I want to pivot a little bit. Is there any real beef between you, Mr. Calvin Ford, and the brothers over there at the Rise Podcast?
I wouldn't trust him as far as I can see him. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be like, I would be excited about walking in a dark alley with those guys. You know what I mean? But I mean, what are we talking about? Real beef? I look forward to my guy, punishing that guy over there. That's what the beef is.
I mean, I know, I'm just saying, like, y'all brothers, so is there any way that the brothers can come together and, you guys can really just, whatever issues y'all have, just, set that aside and just really make that happen? Make the fight happen maybe one day between, not Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney and Tank. It seemed like there's you guys have a history there. I've been hearing all of these stories about Tank beating beating Dev up in sparring, knocking him out on his feet, this and that. But I'm tired of hearing sparring stories. I want to see in the ring stories. Okay, because my thing is this here: if you beat the guy, whether you beat Tank or Tank beat y'all in sparring, okay, if y'all did it in sparring, what is it going to take to get y'all in the ring to do it in front of the world?
No, absolutely. I mean, this is something that will be decided in front of the world. You know what I mean? Everybody on their team brings something special that makes them and makes Tank who he is. Just like over here, everyone does something special, and when they get together, and it's going to be a treat for the whole world for sure.
All right, for sure, man. Bill, man, I really, really thank you. We were wrapping the show up, man. I just, is there any parting words that you have? You have this fight coming up. I told you, I'm going to promote the hell out of this fight between Ryan Garcia, King Ry. I have been a staunch critic of Ryan Garcia, but he's fought Tank Davis. Now he's fighting Devin Haney, Devin The Dream Haney, King Ry. I respect both of those guys. It's falling in line with my boxing criteria. So I'm going to promote the hell out of Ryan Garcia over here, and I'm going to promote the hell out of Devin Haney, not because I'm looking for favors from them, but I'm going to promote them because they are giving the boxing fans the fight that they want, strictly boxing criteria. Do you have any parting words to the fans who are listening to the show?
No, absolutely. Listen, look forward to 420. It's going to be all smoke. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, the ultimate grudge match. Game number 7.
Gay said, all right. Oh, yeah, man, because I'm tired of this. This where it's going to count at. And this is the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that Ryan Garcia, if he were to beat Dev, this will be the first time since he's been a pro that he's actually will become a champion if he wins.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Come watch Ryan Garcia have his first opportunity to become a world champion against Devin The Dream Haney. 420. All smoke, Coach.
It's in Vegas. Do you have a venue yet?
I believe it will be in Vegas. That's not my job to announce the venue.
Okay.
Of course, that supersedes my pay grade. But I definitely was given the green light by all means to come out and announce and encourage everybody to look forward to when the tickets come on pre-sale. Man, go buy them because they're going to go.
Yeah, they definitely gonna go. They gonna go. But listen, man, shout out to Bill Haney for taking the time out to come on the show. Bill, I really appreciate you. Shout out to Devin Haney. Shout out to Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya, and everybody that's involved in making this fight happen. The Zone, salute to everybody, man. Bill, thank you so much, brother.
Hey, bless you, brother.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.